everyone? All right, so here we are, Monday morning, back in the saddle, $30,000 in profit. Two stocks I traded the most aggressively, ALF IKNX, also traded MRIN and ADIL. So 4 stocks in total, green on 3 out of 4. Not one single huge trade, made about 16,000 on ALF and 14,000 on IKNX, but you know, a fantastic green day. So thank you guys for tuning into the watch list that I did this morning. I did a live broadcast on YouTube, and I'm gonna be doing that all week here as we get ready for a new small account challenge that I'm gonna start next Tuesday, a week from tomorrow, after the 4th of July holiday weekend. All right, so make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Tune in, you'll get the notification right around 8:30, 8:45. By 9 a.m., I'll be streaming each morning this week, giving you guys my watch list, breaking down the stocks I'm trading, and taking a few trades. But hey, as a reminder, in case you didn't already know, you should not try to blindly follow me, or anyone else for that matter. Blindly following is not a recipe for success. It's a recipe for disaster, for failure. What you need to do is learn the strategy that I'm trading every single day. My results are not typical. The typical experience for most traders is losing money. Most traders will lose money. So what I encourage you to do is to practice the things you're learning in a simulator. And don't put real money on the line until you've proven you have what it takes to be profitable. So with that, I hope you guys enjoyed the recap today. Make sure you're tuned in first thing tomorrow morning for the live watch list for the live day trading morning show, and I'll see you then. All right, have a great rest of the day. What's up, everyone? All right, so I'm gonna give you my midday recap here for today, finishing the morning up just under 31,000. I'm just gonna get logged in here. So I logged out, I was like, all right, I'm done for the day, I don't wanna look at anything, but I gotta do my recap. So I'm gonna log back in real quick, do the recap, but not take any more trades. It's 10:30, just about, and I do not wanna overstay my welcome. Green is good, I wanna be grateful for what I have. You know, on Friday, I was up 44,000, then gave back 16 grand, and then finished the day up 28, which was good. You know, not almost the same as today. But, you know, today I'm up 30,000. If in one trade I give back 8,000, I'm up only 22 or whatever, I'm going to feel the same way as I did on Friday, which is a little annoyed and a little frustrated with myself. So I'm trying to take the money off the table before I do that. So this morning, leading gapper in the market, I think second leading gapper was MRIN. I made, actually lost $676 on it. I did not trade it pre-market. I traded it on Friday and I didn't think it was very clean. It was kind of choppy. Had this, I don't even remember if I did trade it, but we definitely were watching it on Friday. It squeezed up here, it dropped down, it popped up, and then, you know, like 1:30 or 2:30, whatever it was in the afternoon, it squeezes up here, and then continues consolidating in this wedge after hours. Pre-market, it continues higher. So no fresh news, just continuation. And for me on this one, I just have felt like it trades like almost like a large cap stock. It's very thickly traded. It's got 70 million shares of volume, huge sellers. And so my only trade on it was right here. I bought this dip. It broke through, but only hit 64. Which, you know, when you have a breakout and it's only like 4 cents, 3 cents, that just doesn't cover it. So I held, I averaged down here, was gonna look for a second attempt and then cut my loss right here. I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna forget about it. So that was MRIN, ADIL. This one was not on our watch list pre-market, but hit the high day momentum scanner, started squeezing up right here. I got long for the break of 3, I added for the break of 310, and then sold as it came back down to like 301 or 302. So it wasn't that big of a winner either, kind of a trade that didn't work super well. The next one was, let's look at ALF. So ALF is the one that I was most dialed in on. I was trading it pre-market, and I actually had a pretty nice trade on it. Where was it? It was, I got long right here on this dip. The bottom of that candle I got long, and I was looking for the bounce off the volume weighted average price and then looking for a curl and a retest of the high. It popped up here to 2004. It then flushed down and I stopped out with $1,600 profit, which was kind of a bummer. I was hoping for like a nice trade. I then got back in on a dip, like right in this area, I think, and made $200, which put me up about 1,800 on ALF going into the open. The bell rings. I added long at 20. Why? Because I knew that that was going to be a very important trigger on the 5-minute chart right here, 2004. If it breaks 20, I thought 2004 would be no problem. So I got long right there, and boy, we got a nice squeeze right at the open. Squeezes all the way up here, and in that first trade, I made 11,000. So I got myself up 11,000 on the day. Second trade, I got myself to up 19,000 on the day. And then I got a little aggressive, and let's see, right about here. So let's see, right about here, I tried to do a dip off 22. It then flushes to 21.20. It flushes, and I lost 10,000 bucks. So I went from up 19 to up 9. Then I got another dip on it, made a couple thousand. And then if I go back to the 5-minute chart, let's see. Yeah, I got another trade in this area here. And this was another one that was a dip off the VWAP, like down there. A dip, it pops back up. And I was long looking for the break through the high and lost 2,500 on that red candle there. So kind of was jumping around on the P&L today from up, well, I guess I was probably up $5,000 even pre-market, but then we got a false breakout, and when I closed it, I was only up 1,600 bucks. Then I was up 10,000, then 19,000, then up only 9,000, then back up 16,000, and then 20,000, then up only 17,500. And another one that we had on watch was IKNX. Now, this one I mentioned pre-market. I said, I like it for continuation. However, the levels that really need to break are first $20, then $22.80. Then we've got $23.50, then we've got $25. Boom, we got all of that. We got all of that today, and I didn't expect it. So I jumped in a little high. I think it was around 22. I think it was like right around here that I got in, somewhere in this area. So it started squeezing up, and I got in a little high. Maybe it was 21. In any case, it had already started moving, and I was like, you know what? All right, 22 is not far off. 22.80 is not far off. So I jumped in there. We got this squeeze here up to 23.62, which was great. A nice breakout. So on that trade right there, I made about $3,000. I traded with smaller size because the volume was light. So I bought 1,000 shares on my first trade and 1,000 on the second, so 2,000 share position. So I made 3,000 bucks. All right. And then I gave 2,500 back on this drop right here. So now I'm up only 500 on IKNX. All right, so that's kind of lame. And then I'm thinking, all right, maybe I'm just kind of done for the day. I don't know if I'm really feeling it. It's kind of, I keep just getting chopped up. And then, where was it? It was right here. All of a sudden, this thing just rips from 21.50 back up to 22.50, and it starts squeezing, that was right in this green candle here. And I was like, wow, okay, you know what? I'm long for the break of 23. I started buying. And this candle right here had 360,000 shares of volume. Now it's the highest volume candle of the day. I was able to size up. Started with 3,000, 6,000, 9,000 shares. It rips through 23, goes to 24. I start taking out some profit. Micro pullback, I add back 23.70s for the break of 24. Whoa, all the way up to 27 right there. And like that, I got myself up 32,000. And then again, another dip trade, or maybe it was this false breakout right here, lost $6,000. So I go from up 32,000 to up 25,500 or something like that. Then it starts to curl, and as it breaks through back through this pivot, I'm getting long again for that squeeze higher. And you know, this one could have been a really nice trade, but it squeezed and then it reversed pretty quickly. And you can see it's now a topping tail red candle. So on that one, I got myself back up 30, but that was mostly because I ended up stopping out. Look in this candle right here. It hit a high on this one a little earlier, 26.90. The next candle was 25.06. That was the candle that I lost $6,000 on. That one right there. And then it consolidates and then it starts curling back up. And you can see how it topped through 27 and then pulled back. So made a little less on IKNX than on ALF. IKNX had lighter volume, so I started with smaller size. By the time the volume was higher, it was getting extended, so I had to be a little careful there as well. So IKNX was kind of tricky, but I did well on it, and ALF I did well on, and then the other two were kind of, you know, not great, but not bad either. So all in all, this is another fantastic day. Let's see if I have my TraderView reports here. So I was going to try to import them from Friday. Let's see. Yeah, so, okay, so here we go. So there's Friday, $28,000 on 30 trades. So you can see, I mean, I guess this is typical of this month. 16 trades would be a slow day. 7 trades is a very slow day. 17 trades is a little slower. So typical days are between 20 and 30 trades. It makes sense. So at this point now, I know I'm back through my my high of the month. So I'll just see where I'm at. So I'm sitting at 271,000 gross profit before fees and commissions. Net profit 241. I pay a lot in fees. The ECN fees are the routing fees. That's the price to be able to choose which route to send my order to. And to me, it's worth every penny because it allows faster execution time. But I pay for it. And in fact, this month, my fees and commissions are based on my gross profit of 27 or 27. Yeah, they're about 10%, which has been pretty consistently where they've been at for like the last year or so. About 10% of my gross profit goes to fees and commissions, which it is kind of cost of doing business. I'm okay with it. I think if I switched to a broker that didn't charge any fees or commissions, I think I would make at least 10% less profit because of not being able to do direct routing, maybe even more. So that's fine. So this was my month. Got myself up to a high of 250, and then had a big drawdown here, which it looks like was $72,000. Recouped all of that over the course of 4 days. So it was 3 red days and then 4 green days, and now I'm back to the high. And after today, I'll actually be up over 300,000 gross profit on the month, which is phenomenal. So I don't like seeing that my biggest loss of the month is 28 grand. That's definitely got smoked on that one. Biggest gains 25,000, but 70% accuracy is pretty nice. Can't complain about that. But you can see how my profit loss ratio is not as good right now. Had a couple bigger losers, so I got to try to tighten those up. So anyways, that's where I sit on the month. On the entire year of 2021, 2.23 million. 65% accuracy. I've already taken 4,000 trades, almost 4,000. Profit loss ratio is also negative. Biggest loss 240,000 in one trade. Biggest winner 140,000 in one trade. Those are some big numbers. But it's been a good month, a good year. I did go red on the year by over 100,000, and then we had the GameStop week. Then I got a little sloppy here, had that big red day, and then started recouping. Recouped pretty aggressively and pretty quickly, and then have been kind of a little steadier now in the last in the last little stretch. So this little drawdown, that little dip, was like the last week. So I had a little dip back here as well. Had a little dip back here. So not uncommon. That's part of trading. And again, let me just say, as always, I'll put up my disclaimer for a moment. My results are not typical. Let's see, I'll put up this one here. Most beginner traders will lose money, and you should assume as a beginner trader that you'll lose money as well. And with that assumption in mind, you should trade in a simulator before you put real money on the line. You do yourself a big favor by doing that. So anyways, yeah, so this has been good. And then last year, we can just check. I'm just curious how many trades I took. Total number of trades last year, 7,312. So let's see. So let's just look at that. So looks like I'm going to be trading more this year. So 7,312. So an average of 608 trades a month. So we'll call it 600. And now this is 3,974 divided by 6 is 10% higher, 662 trades a month. So trading, well, right now tracking about 10% higher on the number of trades. And I guess what was so last year was 5 million divided by 12, so about 416,000 monthly average. Right now we're at 2.2 divided by 6, so about 380,000 average monthly. So my monthly profit is a little lower this year. I'm trading a bit more actively. My commissions are going to be a little bit higher because of that. I'm doing the best I can, but last year was epic, and this year is a little slower. But I mean, all things considered, it's still this. I could stop trading right now for the rest of the year, and I'd be fine. I mean, in terms of yearly goal, but of course, I'm going to keep trading, and we'll see what the rest of the year has in store for us. And as you know, I'm going to be starting a new small account challenge next week, a week from tomorrow. So this week I'm doing live broadcasts. I'm getting everyone excited, getting you guys pumped up, and then next week be streaming just to students in the community at Warrior Trading as I begin my new small account challenge. So I hope to see a lot of you guys there. If you haven't already checked out the website, warriortrading.com, check it out. You'll see lots of specials, sales, things like that we've got going on, and a ton of resources and guides, terminology for learning how to day trade. All right, MRIN back up to 61.62. That's a tricky one, and another false breakout. Yep. So $30,000, shutting it down. Green day. I'll live to trade another day. I'm sure I'll miss a few things this afternoon, but I'm walking away with money in my pocket. So I'll be back tomorrow. Thank you guys for tuning into the watch list this morning if you watched it, and to the recap, and I'll see you first thing tomorrow. All right, bye everyone.
I hope you really enjoyed that video, and make sure you hit the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Our goal is to hit 1 million subscribers this year, but we won't get there without your help. So please, please, please hit that subscribe button.